What's good, YouTube? Simply Breezy. And today I've got a re-gearing video for you. So I was out of town this past weekend. It was laundry day. I've been pretty busy the last couple weekends that Laundry Day has participated on, which is the last Saturday of every month. If you haven't caught on to the pattern yet, hasn't been like officially stated anything that that's it, but that's what it's been. The last 2 or 3 months, it's been the last Saturday of every month, guys. It's been Laundry Day, where you can remove gear for free. I haven't been able to take huge advantages of them the last couple ones, so I really wanted to utilize this one, but I was out of town. So what I did is I found like an hour of time while I was out of town before I went to bed, and I ungeared. I set aside a list of everything I wanted to ungear and re-gear. So I ungeared all of my adept attackers with the exception of one, which is my Light Fox Huxian, because I already had her tweaked and fine-tuned where I want her. This is what I have my Huxian at. I'm happy with that. All of her gear is pretty much plus 15 to the ones I want. The percentages, cool. Every other attacker that had adept sets on them, I ungeared. Anyone else that had an adept piece as like a broken set, I removed. I went through and I redid, I actually ungeared, and I've already done this one, but I ungeared my Water Archangel Xavier, but I already finished regearing him to where I want. I kind of want to adjust it a little bit more, but for where I could get at while I was ungearing things, I was happy with this. But then I ungeared tons and tons of units, guys. I think I left my Ella the same, but I ungeared like my munchkins, even the ones that weren't on adept. I ungeared my munchkins. I ungeared my Monas because I don't use them that much anymore. Munchkin, Rhoda. I think I ungeared my Light Archangel so I could redo him. I kind of adjusted my Zedian a little bit. I think I just gave her more accuracy, honestly. Yeah, 100% accuracy. But Munchkin ungeared. My Gamma, I re-geared. I've already did my Gamma as well. She was on a mortal set, my best, what I think is my best mortal set, and I re-geared her onto Adept. 100% crit rate, a lot of attack, crit damage. Still kind of need to plus 12 some of the, or plus 15 these. 2 of them, the attack ones, but I re-geared here and her, and I re-geared my Xavier on, and then I ungeared a ton of things. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to re-gear everything. Like we can see, I think my Sigrun is ungeared completely, you guys. My Castelia is ungeared. A lot of things I want to change up. I just finished level 16 Zip. Haven't geared her yet at all. I think the Magical Girl, my Harlow was ungeared. He was running a hollowed set from Co-op for Nightmare. I ungeared that so I could put that on something else this week. I had a bunch of 5 stars geared that I ungeared. I think I removed 1 or 2 things off of her, 6 off her, a couple off of the Monkey King that I just had gear sitting on him, just kind of waiting to be moved. I don't think any of this is geared, to be honest. I ungeared, for the most part, this Water Archangel, which was completely geared. I probably should have ungeared him a little more, just so I had these to play around with, because some of these are okay, have decent substats. But anyways, you guys get the idea. I ungeared Rhoda, who was completely geared with adept attack percent gear. Ungeared the majority of my Snake Lady. Like my second Monas got ungeared, my Mojo got ungeared. Green Nature Magic Girl stayed geared, and I think that was everything I hear. And I ungeared my Caroline, completely ungeared. We're gonna put her on an adept set because neither of my siege towers were on adept. We're gonna re-gear them, and then this girl I ungeared a little. I took a couple pieces off, but I kept these on, and I think that's all I have geared, you guys. But yeah, so I did a lot of ungearing. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show you guys how I do my process. Probably not the most efficient gearing process, and I mean I might cut it. We'll see how long it takes because I've got a lot of things to gear, but. So my big priorities, guys, I've been running a ton of Elder Drake 10, so I wanna get that as efficient as possible. And then my next big focus is to push into a faster Steel Widow 11 team. My team is about 1 minute and 30 seconds to 145 right now, and I'd really like to improve that. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it. My first thought is get Caroline on Adept, and after that, I've got to tweak a couple things and try a couple different team comms, But so, like, I didn't touch any of my, like, defensive champs that you see on my arena defense with the exception of my Water Archangel that I'm running this week. But I ungeared a lot of my attackers because I want to redo all my attack sets. So, the Blueberry, I'm not really too worried about her. We can do her last. Monas, I don't use him anywhere except for Blitz. I know Blitz is resetting tonight. I haven't even had to use him too much in Blitz, honestly, lately, but I will get him re-geared, but he's not going to be my priority because I feel like even with mediocre gear, he can still get the job done. What is ungeared? So, this is one champion I want to be geared very well with high damage for Elder Drake 10 for my pre-flight clear teams, you guys. along with Rhoda. Peppermint, however, I just finished maxing her skills. I don't want an adept setter on her anymore. I had one before so it could line up with the lemon drops Bonbon Barrage, which is 30% cooldown max skilled, before hers was max skilled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some attack sets on, like attack damage and minimal crit damage on her, just because that third skill, the Bonbon Barrage, we all know, we've known for a while, there's been testing done. It's supposedly like it has like a cap or something, or it doesn't scale off of crit damage as much as we wish it could. So it's more beneficial to have more attack on her than it is crit damage on these munchkins that have HP percent scaling ults, because it's the HP percent scaling portion of it that doesn't do a ton of damage. So I'm going to look to put some decent brutal gear on her if I have them. She doesn't need any accuracy, so anything I see with accuracy like this, like, I just don't really need it. It's pretty tanky, I mean, which isn't really necessarily. We want to just go all out glass cannon. I think that's the only one I have, though, for a brutal set. With the exception of this, which is pretty high crit rate. Alright, so this is a solid piece. So I don't have a ton of gold to work with, but since this is definitely one that's usable, I want to get it to plus 12 if I can here, because this is a priority champion of mine. If not, I'm happy with the 15% crit rate. I'll roll it later and equip it, just because I know that's a solid piece of gear for what I want. It's kind of the best I have. Unfortunately, don't have a ton of amazing brutal pieces, but hopefully we can get some decent subs in here, so we don't have to, once we know them, we won't necessarily have to be looking for them in other pieces. Like if we can get an attack speed roll here, we're like, okay, we got a little bit of attack speed here, and then we can define like how much is enough attack speed, and if we want to prioritize attack speed as a sub on a different piece as we continue to gear her. Which is why it's always best to gear things with plus 12 gear guys, and not like roll things to plus 6, be like, that is 15% crit rate, put it on. Well, you don't know how much attack or attack speed or crit damage like you're getting out of it, possibly, which isn't the end of the world, but I like to know, so because it helps me better choose gear pieces that I can maybe use for them or save for someone different in the future, you know, because I already have that on a different piece, or enough of what I'm looking for, you know. See if we can get this plus 11, one more, hopefully pretty quick. I generally try and keep most of my gear plus 12 and roll it as soon as I get it. I'm gotten behind on it lately because I've been plus 15ing a lot of things for my arena teams. Did a lot of regearing recently, so this is unfortunate rolls, but that plus 15% crit rate is honestly enough for me, because I don't have to focus it as much down the road then, because I only ideally need 55% crit rate on Peppermint. She's going to get another 30 from her Get Hyper, which will put her at 85, and then she's going to get another 15% bonus against Elder Drake 10, which puts her at 100% crit rate. So really only need 55. So that 15% is actually huge on her. So we're going to go for it. Call it good. We'll equip it. It doesn't have to be God tier gear for Elder Drake 10, right? We just need to be doing damage. So that's got a hell of a lot of crit rate, but it's defense gear, so we don't want that. This is attack percent, so we could do triple attack on her if we could get the crit rate. Like I said, we don't need a ton of crit damage. So if this can roll into, I mean, it doesn't, none of the subs are useful with the exception of the crit damage. So if we can get 2 rolls like into crit damage, it'll be usable. And like I said, we don't need God tier gear. We just need to have the stats and then a lot of attack. And with 3 attack pieces, like, it should be good enough. I don't know that I want to roll that much more, unfortunately. It could be something that we could Chaos Orb, potentially. Just as a legendary 6-star piece of gear, but that was defense. And then we didn't have anything else rolled. Crit damage, which we've already talked about. We don't need a ton of crit rate. Pretty easy to get on her, because we don't need a ton of. Let's see what else we have for, like, Keen. Otherwise, we can always go a broken set. Not a whole lot to go with here, guys, unfortunately. See what we have for just attack percent. All these crits. I think that's the only attack we had, was the unrolled one. Holy cow, where are all the attack percents? It's an adept attack percent, but we don't need accuracy. Mortal attack percent. With attack speed is good for her. Again, accuracy we don't need, and then we don't really need the defense and the HP, even though the attack speed is decent on her. You could argue that. Crit rate with some attack speed, that's decent. That's decent. that would be better for like a mortal munchkin than a brutal munchkin, right? Because we do have people we could put that on. I think this is our only option right now, unfortunately, you guys. So we might just go with it and see how it works. And potentially Chaos Orbit, just because it could be a really good piece of gear, you guys. I think I do want to do that, actually. I've got other things I'd rather Chaos Orb, honestly. But this is, I mean, this is the perfect champion for a piece of gear like this. It's a champion I want to prioritize right now. It makes sense. I mean, there's better options, but I'm going to continue to get more Chaos Orbs, so. Defense, of course. So we're not getting any crit damage rolls. So we'll plus 12 it. We'll orbit. We'll see what we can get. I don't want to roll too much gear. I just kind of want to work with what I have, but I really do want to prioritize this champion. Along with Rhoda. Rhoda, I'll be gearing Adept, obviously. Just, we all know and have known Rhoda is an animal, and she's the best on an Adept set. So I'll work with the Adept that I have because I have so much of it. Brutal, I'm a little short-handed on still. So we're rolling a little bit, but we're not planning to roll too much gear in this video. Simply just gear things. Yeah, that is unfortunate rolls for this. But let's head down to the orb. Let's see what we can do with it. We have 50 shards. Attack speed, a lot of resistance, defense, and low crit damage. Unfortunately, that turned out really good for like a defensive champion, but on attack percent glove, like, it's just, that's an unfortunate roll, but we do have attack speed and then the same amount of crit damage, so we got 10% more attack speed. It's a gear piece we'll have to orb again in the future, unfortunately. But for now, since it's what we have, we just want high attack on her is all we're really going for right now. So with attack, if we can get that crit rate and a little bit of crit damage and a little bit of attack speed, we'll be happy. And then using all brutal if we have them for the percent pieces is really nice just because it gives me a whole lot to work with on here. Because I have so many pieces for the non-percent ones, right? We can use broken pieces and kind of mess around with that. Unfortunately, this is the only attack percent we have for brutal. We don't want to roll it. We don't want accuracy. Like, it's just some attackers you might want accuracy, which is why I kept this piece, but haven't really bothered to roll it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for an offset. So we're going to look for like a 2-set attack percent, something like this. High crit damage, attack speed, decent crit rate, and accuracy. We don't really want accuracy, so it's not perfect, but it's a good piece. But it's something that could be used for something... It can be used for someone who wants more attack speed and crit damage. We want more crit rate and attack right now, because we're only at that plus 15% crit rate. So we need another 25% crit rate on him, or on her. So 10%, 12 crit rate, a little bit of crit damage and high defense. You don't need a ton of defense on the munchkin, but that crit rate could be nice. And it's just a little bit of crit damage. We don't need a ton, like I said. I mean, we still want some, guys. Don't get me wrong. We don't want not any crit damage. We still want crit damage. We just know that it's going to cap, so we don't need to prioritize it. Let's keep looking. Move speed, crit damage. We only need 25% more crit damage, you guys. Or crit rate. So if we get 15 from a keen set, then we only need 10 crit rate, and we can focus on things with attack speed and crit damage at that point. And then attack percent in these three. The head, the necklace, and the chest. So a little bit of attack speed, high crit damage. Okay. So this is an awesome piece, actually, for us. So if we have one with like 10% crit rate, and then attack and crit damage. It's mortal. The keens. Attack speed and attack. That's solid for her. We can find crit rate in these two easily. So we could do this. How much attack speed was that? Because we might have actually wanted... That might have actually been better for a Valkyrie, but that's okay. Because we can go to this now. We had high crit damage and some attack speed. Perfect. We should have looked at what we have for Brutal here, but there's our 10% crit rate. Perfect. A lot of HP. Ooh. That'd be a really good Manus piece of gear, maybe. Let's see what we have, though, if we have other options or not. 4 crit rate, crit damage, and attack. Perfect piece for her. We need 6% crit rate to hit that 100% cap. There's 10. So we'd be 4 off, but we've got attack speed. This is ideally perfect for what we want on her. It's way more crit rate than we need. No crit rate, so not going to work. Just double check what we have. Have crit rate, so if this rolled into all attack speed and attack, it would be perfect. So we'll roll this quick with the last bit of our gold, and then we'll be done rolling for the video, guys. We'll just gear things. We don't... So this is something we want to go into attack and attack speed, ideally, for this champion. If it rolls super high crit rate, great. We have someone else we can use it on in the future. But we're just hoping to dodge the HP overall. A little bit of crit rate, low roll, that's fine. 4% is minimum. It's not perfect, but it's a 5-star piece of gear. I'm not horribly disappointed. Let's see. So let's see if we can get 9, and hopefully it'll go up to 12 pretty easily for us, just since we are limited on that 300,000-ish gold, guys. Attack speed, okay. So hopefully we can get like another attack percent roll, or even attack speed here would be ideally perfect. I mean, it's a low roll, guys. We had 1 good roll into attack. Attack is 1% off being as much as it possibly could be. Max 7% on each roll. 7% original, 7% into the roll. It went 6. We had 13 out of 14 possible right now. Crit rate is as low as it could be. And then attack speed's down there pretty good too. But that's alright. See if we can just capitalize on that attack percent. Either way, I think we're using this piece of gear. It's the best value gear. We're not overdoing it on crit rate with that other one that was like 10%. They could go to somewhere else. You know, missing 6%. Instead, this way we're only missing 4%, or we're over 4% crit rate that we're losing out on, you know. And what attack speed. So that's awesome, because a little bit of attack speed on these munchkins is a good thing, especially for that speed clear we're looking for. After she nukes, she gets a couple attacks in with get hyper on with that more percent max HP percent scaling damage, so more attacks, certainly better. So I think that's our munchkin. So we can head over and we can see we have, yep, 58% crit rate. We needed 55, so we're only 3 over our goal. Awesome. No accuracy on her, which worked out real well. Plus 2,000 attack and 41% crit damage, 90% crit damage. I don't know what the max cap on the HP percent scaling damage is on them, but I know that you don't need like plus 100% crit damage. You don't need a crit damage glove on there. So we've got over 100% crit rate if we're looking at this right, because that should be, I might be wrong. I might have needed, yeah, I needed plus 55. Did I do the math wrong? Because that's 58. We get 30, 88. Yeah. So, okay. So plus 50, yeah. Yes, it's 58%. We get 30% from Get Hyper, which brings us to 80%, 88%, and then 15 from Elemental Advantage. Perfect. Yeah, so we're good. We're good on the Munchkin. Cool. We only needed 40%, plus 40%, so we hit it. Awesome. So Munchkin's done, guys. So we're going to move on to our next prioritized champ for Elder Drake 11. That's going to be Rhoda. We're going to build her glass cannon, so we want our best attack speed, crit rate, crit damage on her. Those are the things we're focusing. Accuracy is a sub-focus. We definitely want accuracy, but we want those things along with attack. So we're going to find our best attack speed shoulder. This has 30% attack speed on it as a quad roll, guys, with attack, so it's huge. But a plus 15% attack speed is still 12. Attack speed shoulder is still 12 more than that. That's massive. That extra 12 is not worth the 60, the attack percent, in my opinion. I think the attack speed is just so much more important on Rhoda than attack is. So this has a little bit of accuracy and crit damage, so those are both good, but those are the only two things it has that we want. This has 16% crit rate and 5% attack. That's better because crit rate is so much more valuable. So if we could get a crit damage piece in the shoulder, it'd be incredible. If not, we can always go crit rate, you guys. So let's see where we're at. Attack, HP. We're going to skip over the hollowed because we're saving that for an actual hollowed set. So attack speed, a little bit of accuracy is all it has. And unfortunately, our attack speed shoulders are just lacking. But so we have accuracy, some HP if we wanted to do like a support Rhoda. but still on attack speed. Certainly a possibility we could do. With like the Ascended raids becoming more popular in co-op and survival, it's not a bad way to gear your Rhoda, but it's just not how I want to gear mine. This one only has 5% crit rate, so I'm not a fan of that. So we don't have a ton to work with the attack speed. It looks like crit damage and accuracy. Okay, with a decent amount of defense, but crit damage and accuracy, so those are two things. That has got nothing we want. I don't know why we kept bothered keeping that. Do we have an attack speed chance? Yeah, but that's okay. Defense and resistance. Don't really need that. So we have limited things to work with, guys, for Rhoda. So I like the accuracy and the crit damage. That's 21% benefit. This is also 21% benefit, but crit rate. It just means we have to offset, so we aren't going to get an extra 15% from Keen, potentially, you guys. So let's see what we have for Keen gear that we could benefit from. Attack percent and a little bit of crit rate there. Could go crit rate. Yeah, unfortunately, I haven't been farming Steel Widow for over a month and a half, guys. So the adept stuff is just not much where I want it. But crit damage with 6% crit rate. But again, Rhoda starts with that base 15% crit rate, guys. That's 85% crit rate to go if you want to max it. Means you got to have big crit rate subs. Or a crit rate glove like this. What else do we have for Keen? I can keep looking at these, but... And remember, we always want to be looking for attack speed. Anything with attack speed. Crit damage, 12% attack speed, but no crit rate. So that's a possibility. We're probably going to have to come back to this spot. 22% accuracy with crit rate. Not bad. Attack with crit rate, but we're looking for crit rate or crit damage, preferably. And then Keen. Crit damage and crit rate with high crit damage. Or crit damage with attack speed. Okay, so I lied. We're going to roll a couple more, guys. We don't have much gold, though. Of course, it goes to HP. I mean, it's a max roll in HP. That's great. But it's not what we wanted. What's this? If this rolls high into crit damage, this will definitely be valuable. If we can get 2 6% rolls into crit damage, max HP, of course. So Rhoda might be one we have to come back to, guys, just because I'm not comfortable gearing her well yet. So this is an awesome piece for her. Crit rate and crit damage with attack, even though it doesn't have attack speed. What we might just have to do is go high crit rate, high attack speed on these three with Adept, and then offset these like where we need to. That might just have to be something we do. 6% attacks. Defense and HP and resistance. That's an awesome defensive gear slot with attack percent, though, sadly. I think we were using a lot of offsets for the percentages before. Let's see what we can do with Adept here with attack speed and crit rate, guys. This is... oh, it's mortal, though. Okay. Thought that was Keen for a second. So attack speed and accuracy. That's massive. I like that. That's good. That's equipable. Just because it has so much attack speed. Attack speed, 5% crit rate. And accuracy. That's pretty good. That's an overall better value gear slot. Crit rate and attack speed, not bad for Keen. What is Keen crit rate going to max at? Crit damage. We have a crit rate. 58? Okay. So 58, 75, so we need another 25%. Okay, so we need 25%. So that's Keen and 10% crit rate. Keen and 10% crit rate. Okay. So we need, if we were going to go a keen set, we wouldn't need more than 10% on the one of the 2 keen pieces. So something like this, with high crit damage, but which one were we looking at? High attack speed. I think we were looking at this one. Attack speed, crit damage, that's probably not the one we were looking at. This is this one, 14% crit rate, so that's overkill. If we were going to go keen, which I don't know that we are. Defensive piece, okay. So we could always go something precise too, for more accuracy on her. Let's double check what we have for precise attacks. We did have an attack speed with accuracy. Ooh, I don't know about that. It's just not a good value gear slot, but it would allow us to hit what we want. This one would be better. It would be more supportive, plus more accuracy. We just have to go a crit rate for sure, which I think we could do. I think this is the best option, because that's a solid attack speed percent. Like, it's high HP, it'll help. We want HP on Rhoda for, I want HP on Rhoda for like some of the ascended stuff. So I'm okay with doing more of a bruiser, but still trying to hit my stats. So I'm gonna go with this and see how it turns out. If not, we can re-gear again later. So we're gonna do that, and then let's see. This one had crit damage with crit rate, but I thought I had one with attack percent. Attack or attack speed. I was looking for attack speed. Attack speed and accuracy. Ooh. High accuracy. Crit damage, attack. Attack. Okay, so we were going with this one was the plan. Crit damage. That was crit. Attack speed and accuracy. I think that was the one we wanted. Yeah, because we want more attack speed. We want more attack speed. I'm not confident I'm happy about this one, but that'll come out to... But we'll see, guys. 58% crit rate, right? Where's the crit rate one? Yeah, 58% crit rate. So imagine this has another 15% on it. So it's 59 plus 59. So it's 74% crit rate right now. Not bad, not bad. And we'll have a lot more attack speed because this will be plus 15 too. Okay. So we don't have to focus too much on accuracy because we're going to get 20% from here and we already have 12. So that's fine. Like 30% accuracy I'm okay with on Rhoda. But it gives us room to work with precise and adept here for the attack percent. Just crit damage there. Unless we don't have any, then we're just SOL. And we have to go for broken, which means we have to look for accuracy somewhere, which is okay, But all we get out of this is 5% crit damage. This is not a good value gear slot, you know? So we're looking for... Oofda. We'll work on this one last. We'll see what we can do with accuracy, attack speed, and crit rate right now, guys. For adept. Let's start with chest. Attack speed and crit rate. Attack speed, crit rate. Not amazing though. A lot of flats. High attack speed, but a little HP, but like more defensive, nothing else outside of high attack speed. So that's more of a support Rhoda if we want to go that route. I'm really not comfortable going too much support though. Attack, accuracy, and crit rate, awesome, but not much attack speed, which we really want. Just because I'm curious. Crit rate, accuracy, attack speed. This is solid value. This is one we want. I like this. We're gonna check the rest just to be safe. Okay, that's our best option. Okay. Go with the headpiece. Nothing special. 15% attack speed and some accuracy. No crit rate though. So we have plus 15 crit rate if we max out that crit rate gear, right? Which puts us at 51, 15 is 66 plus another 15 would be 81%. Okay, 81% crit rate's great, you guys. I'm going to see if I can hit that extra 19. Though. Otherwise, we'll come back to this because that's solid. Because that accuracy is, yeah, that'll bump the accuracy up even more. I'm assuming we're going to do a broken set here. I'm assuming we're not going to hit the precise set, honestly. But that's okay. We'll see what we can do. I do like that. I think we're on helmets, though. Helms. Not to get sidetracked. But it's okay to look at everything you have, guys, over a couple times before you make decisions. Crit damage, attack speed. Awesome. That's a solid piece for her. We'll keep that in mind. 10% crit rate, attack, a lot of accuracy here. No attack speed, guys. And remember, we're coming up short on attack speed right now. But it's still a solid value piece of gear for her. It's a lot of good things. Let's just see what other options we have with attack speed. Attack speed there, but it had crit damage and accuracy. Accuracy and crit rate. 11% attack speed, 5% crit rate, which we need 14% crit rate out of the next two pieces. With attack and accuracy. Overall, solid value, though. So it's solid value. So we know we have an awesome value gear slot right here that we can use, or we might possibly go for this awesome 23% attack speed, wherever that was. I think it was right. This one was pretty value too, but wasn't there one with like huge attack speed? Oh, it was over here. We might. Oh yeah. Okay. It was over here. Good to know. We'll see what else we have here. See if we can work the value or the. There's a high attack speed one or high crit rate one. I'll have to double check. I already forgot, guys. So this one has decent attack speed, but it also has crit rate and defense. Or crit rate and accuracy. Sorry, it has defense, but that's not what we're focusing on. I do like the higher. If we could get like the crit rate even between the 3 pieces left instead of 2, would be awesome. So that's a good piece. Decent attack speed, but really nothing else we want. Okay, so we have a really high attack speed option, or we have a better value option with still has decent attack speed. Yeah, okay. And then over here we had the, I think just the value option, honestly, was the best one. We have 2 value options. 3 value options. This one has attack speed, this one doesn't. So we have the crit damage and attack. Or the crit rate and attack. We have crit rate and attack. That puts us at 70 plus another 15 is 85, so we need 15% more crit rate. Honestly, we're good on crit rate, guys, but the more we get, the better. We're pretty solid on accuracy. We just want attack speed right now. Really attack speed and attack. Okay. So we're just, I'm good with those things. I want attack speed. We're hooking up the 23% attack speed. That's huge. So there's our adept set. We have a lot more attack speed, which is nice. We still have an attack speed, 6-star attack speed shoulder to plus 15. So that's going to go from 31% to 42, another 11% attack speed. Awesome. So what we can focus on here now, crit rates, accuracy is fine at 40%, guys. I don't care about accuracy anymore. We want attack. We want attack speed, and then we want attack, and then we want crit rate. Attack or crit rate, either or. In this slot, it doesn't have to be precise. We don't care about precise anymore. We can honestly take the shoulder off for 50 grand, because who cares? The accuracy's fine even without that 12%, guys. And we could put something else on here with more crit rate or attack if we want. We found an awesome adept set to put in here. It worked out well. It worked out really well. So, I mean, if we have things without crit rate and keen, we could do that. But I don't think we had any keen attack percent or attack speed there, so I'm not too worried about that. But like high attack with high, what was the crit damage add on her? 2%. Oof, duh. Let's do crit damage. Let's focus on crit damage now, guys. Which is why I like this one. No crit damage is not good. Or not having any crit damage is not good. So this is solid. Attack speed, crit damage, crit rate, accuracy, super value. It's a broken piece, but I don't care. It's awesome. That's our best option, I think. I think it's going to be our best option. Like, I'm already set on it. Resistance, defense, HP. This one, crit rate, high accuracy. We already said we don't need accuracy anymore. Crit rate, we're not worried about anymore. I mean, if we wanted crit rate, and I mean, this would max our crit rate, guys. This would be it. Boom. We'd be 100% crit rate. We have a little more attack speed, but we have no crit damage. I don't like that. I do not like that. Good, and then a little crit damage, but not a lot. I think we just need to go with that more crit damage, honestly. Actually, you know what? I'd rather have the max crit rate, guys. Where was that? I think that's better. Thinking about it now, we get a little more attack speed, we get max crit rate. It's a vampire slot. Okay. So that's just thinking out loud again, redoing it every time because I don't memorize well. 70% crit rate plus 15% more from the max crit rate rune is 85. Then 100% crit rate. We'd have no crit damage, but we'd have awesome attack speed. Let's do it. I'm okay with that, guys. I'm happy with that, actually. I'd love, love, love to have more crit damage, you guys. But honestly, that 100% every hit being a crit, I'm fine with that. I think that's going to be solid. We have a fair amount of accuracy for landing debuffs, which is good for our speed runs. Make sure we get the defense break applied. It's not ideal, but once we get these three things maxed, she's going to be good. She's going to be better than she was before. It's not perfect. It's not amazing. We have a small amount of HP pool added, which is just a side bonus, but I'm okay with that. This will come out to over 3 attacks per second. That's pretty solid speed. If we're critting every single one of them, awesome. So we've got Rhoda done, and we've got Peppermint done, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not watching how long I've been recording for. It looks like 38 minutes. We'll go a little longer. We'll see what else we can re-gear. My Sigrun, honestly, is not a worry for me. I haven't used her in quite a while. I don't use her in arena offense anymore. I haven't in a long time. I don't use her in speed comps really that much anymore. I either use my Malika or for Steel Widow, which I haven't been running for a month and a half. I've been using Huxian. And like I said, I'm trying to break into Steel Widow 11 before I'm not planning to run any more Steel Widow 10, guys. So I'll put leftover stuff on her. I know we love her. I love her, but she's just not what I want to prioritize right now. So I just went through 2 attackers. What I want to prioritize next is a couple more tanks. So I want to do my Harlow. I want him to be hybrid. But really what I'm worried about for Steel Widow 11 is this Caroline. I want her on Adept, and I want her high accuracy and a lot of HP. So here's what we're going to do with her. Actually, just because I'm curious, I want to see what her level 60 stats are. Because mine's not... What am I doing here? And I don't know what I'm clicking on, guys. Oh my. I have a friend with a rep that I used earlier today. So you can always look at stats if you're not sure. You can ask for friends or whatnot. I just want to see... Oh, it's not even going to let me see the stats now. That's unfortunate. I could Google it, but I'm not worried. Oh, well, guys. If you haven't used it yet, you can see the stats. So you can see, like, the max stats at level 60, like flat stats. Or given base stats. Base stats, that's the word. But we're still going to go high HP in defense. Maybe HP, HP, defense. Defense, defense, HP if it's what we have. But ideally, we want more HP. And we want her on Adept. We don't care too much about the stats, honestly, on her. She's just for Steel 11 as long as she can survive and land her debuffs. So we want plus 30% accuracy, so we can hit that 60% accuracy. And then HP and defense. More resistance, the better, but really all I care about is HP and accuracy. HP, defense, and accuracy, guys. So HP that has defense, but has no accuracy. Or resistance. We'll look at resistance, but we're like that'll be a bonus. So this has HP. That's our accuracy, dude. Boom, right there. That's basically all the accuracy we need. We can look at things without accuracy, but we know we're gonna find them, so I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna look mainly at adept pieces right now, guys. No subs we need. Not a single substat we needed. Again. Just barely a substat we need defense percent. We could even go 5-star if we have them, guys, but we don't. So that's okay. These percent slots are always the hardest. Nothing. Okay, nothing in adept for either of these. So that means these 4 are adept. Unfortunately. Honestly, this is not a horrible thought. Just because resistance is going to be good in Steel 11. Less debuffs, less damage. And the siege towers are tanky enough. I'd have to 6-star it, though. I'd have to 6-star it. High accuracy. And defense percent, which would be actually fine. A little bit of accuracy. It's kind of like a throwaway gear piece, but that actually might be usable. Just has nothing we want. This one might actually be the best just because it's adept. It's HP, you guys. It's got 5% accuracy, which we're not worried about getting accuracy. It's not a good gear piece, and we don't need good gear on Caroline. I'm going for it just because it saves me from using other things. Honestly, the only other things I could get on here is defense percent and resistance that I would want, and I don't even care about. Like, it's fine. We don't need amazing gear on her. We just need those 3 things focused. It has one of the subs, albeit little. It doesn't matter that it's little because she gets that base 30% accuracy when she's ascended. So she's so easy to gear. So we're not going to be putting our best gear on her, guys. We just want her to survive. So let's look for adept now. With accuracy, HP, defense, and resistance. Any 2 of those 4, and we'll go with. Where are our adept sets? Accuracy and defense. However, it's high attack speed, adept. We have a lot of attack speed, adept attackers. Crit rate, like, we're holding on to that. That's not a Caroline gear piece. HP and defense, perfect. We're solid. We can do that. We don't care about move speed, low attack speed, and we don't need it really on adept with defensive stats. Like, this is not a very good piece of gear. It can go on her, and it'll do what we need it to do, which is the adept set, so she can cast her ult more. So honestly, we'll start from the bottom. I'm okay with that, with these 5 stars on her. Accuracy, high defense, solid piece for her. I like it. We'll use it. We're going to double check what else we have, which this is okay. But I think this is great. Accuracy and defense on adept. It's pretty good, actually. It's pretty decent rolls. But then we're getting into our 6 stars, high crit rate, crit damage. Yeah, we don't want to use those by any means. HP and attack speed and accuracy, that's pretty good value. Yeah, this is actually perfect for her. Okay. So where do we have for accuracy? We only need 8% more, guys. Awesome. Move speed, attack, like, that is a horrible piece of gear. That would be fine for her if we can get the stats through these. just wasted on her. But let's check out what we have in chest. Yeah, I don't know how I got over there, but all right. Let's see, HP, a little bit of defense, nothing else. Cool. That's okay. That's not great, but it's not bad, and it's got two of the things we want. Perfect. A little bit of accuracy, resistance, and HP percent. Actually, that's perfect. I like that. That's not amazing, but it's not horrible. It's got 3 things we need. There we go. We're getting some more resistance on her, which is good. And then we need to hit... I mean, I want to roll this, but I can't roll it, guys. Like, unless it goes up every single time. If I get, like, 1 miss, like, I can't do it. I just don't have it. Yeah. It's okay. We can do it another time. So now broken sets. We don't care what they are, guys. They can be broken. They can even be 5-star, honestly, as long as she can survive. It's a good HP damage based on HP gear slot. Accuracy, which is good. High resistance. HP percent, perfect. That's golden. And what are we missing? Like, that hits our 60% accuracy, guys. That's awesome. There we go. Where was it? Yep. And we get more resistance. Awesome. Which is good. Less debuffs, less damage, which means the 5-star pieces are okay. So what do we got here? We can even put a sturdy set for more defense on her. That's killer, guys. More defense percent, more resistance, high flat HP. Like, awesome. We just geared a perfectly acceptable Caroline. And we used 5-star gear for a lot of it. Hell yeah. So easy to gear, guys. We have our 60%. We have plus 42% resistance. That's more than enough for Steel Widow. Even for 11, I think. Low. She's 5-star. She's not 6 yet, guys. We're gonna 6-star her. We're gonna max those gear pieces. But this is a perfectly acceptable Caroline for Steel Widow 11 team, I think. Once you... Maybe even as 5-star once I plus 15 these. But honestly, she's gonna be better at 6-star. I'm gonna 6-star her for it next. So, cool. We finished Caroline. That's awesome. What is next? I mean, I know Mojo. We'll gear him another time. Let's go back up to our 6-stars, because that's going to be our next 6-star, honestly, for Steel Widow 11, guys. We don't care about a dupe Xavier on. We don't need to finish gearing him right now. I haven't used him since I geared him anyways. I probably should have just ungeared these and kept them for something else. Actually, yeah. Kind of want to gear this guy soon, because I want to build him next too, but we'll hold off on it. Who needs to be geared? You just need to be finished. But we're not building you soon anyways. Alright guys, and then we'll build Harlow last, I think. Or the Munchkins. Let's see what we can do, because we're shooting on 48 minutes. We'll do 1 or 2 more. I think you guys are getting a good idea and understanding here of how I go about gearing things, how I try and minimize stats, how I look for stats, how I go back and forth. It's obviously not the most efficient use of time, and there's probably better ways to get better gear on your stats, but this is the way I do it. If you have a better way, leave a comment below by any means. Please tell people better ways to do it. There's things like if you played Summoner's War Rune Optimizer, Swar Farmer, whatever you call it, or for the pronunciation, who cares? I know some people that put all of their gear from here into that, and they just, I don't know exactly what they do for like attack speed, or move speed, but they put it all in there and they use that to optimize their champions. It's a ton of work, like hours of putting in your gear pieces individually one by one, but it pays off and they like it. So if you want to do that, by all means do that. This is how I do it. Hopefully you're enjoying it and getting something out of it. Let's go ahead and gear Harlow. So, Harlow I'm going to use in my speed teams. I want him to be a bruiser. I want him to do damage. Mostly, I want him to have high accuracy to land his debuffs, and then high crit rate, and here's why. So we have, deals bonus crit damage, so we want him critting, because he does bonus crit damage. And then on critical hit, this also affects ongoing damage. We want him getting OGD for speedruns. The more damage, the better. So we want him to hit. We want him to hit. 60% crit rate is too low. We want the highest amount of crit rate on him so he can hit and get this OGD. And then our lower defense. We want that accuracy. We want to be landing that. So 60% honestly is fine for PvE, but I also like to use him in PvP sometimes. So I want him to have 100% accuracy if I can get it. So I can guarantee the highest odds of getting the lower defense on my arena offense cleave teams. And then obviously not much accuracy needed for anchor drop or drop anchor. So we're looking ideally at maybe like an attack HP attack, or attack crit damage HP, or attack defense HP, or some kind of hybrid build. We want him to survive, but we also want him to do damage. So like attack crit damage HP or attack crit rate HP with high accuracy would be ideal. And we want to put him on Adept. Previously I've had him on broken sets, guys, but I would love to have him casting that defense break more for my speed teams. So we're going to try our best to get him on Adept. So we're looking for accuracy, crit rate, and then crit damage. Accuracy, crit rate, and crit damage. And HP, and attack. Honestly, way too many things to think about for Harlow because you want all the stats. He's a stat hog. This is an adept piece. Attack speed is unfortunately not one piece that we want for him, so that's not usable really. Attack. We have crit rate. We have crit damage. But we have a lot of rolls into flat defense there. Not amazing. Let's see. HP, okay. Crit rate, crit damage. Solid gear slot for him. Two things we need that we've got that are good with an HP slot on him. We can use that. Attack speed we don't want. And there's not a lot of like HP based champions that you want to put HP on that you also want crit rate and crit damage, besides like greater demons. So that's a perfect piece for Harlow, honestly. Attack speed we don't really want much of, which makes this unusable as well. More attack speed. So I think, honestly, guys, if we can get a percent slot on Adept in him, there's not many champions that could use this well, and he's one of them, so we're going to use it here. So that's great. It gets one of our Adept out of the way. So we could ideally do these 3 again if we need to, which we've seen we have a lot of Adept pieces sitting around in there, unlike these 2. We'll see what we have for Adept if we can use them, but so this is great. This is high crit rate, so we can get that 100% high crit rate cap we want. We can get crit damage for more damage on him. We have HP for survivability and defense for survivability. But what scares me then is we now have 2 pieces without accuracy, which means we need 25 accuracy on a per gear slot for the next 4, unless we put accuracy percent here, which would then be HP, crit rate, accuracy. High crit rate, but not a lot of attack damage, so we're not doing much damage. I know Harlow doesn't do a ton of damage, but I want him to have some more attack to do damage outside of that OGD. So this is a possibility, but it's not necessarily the best thing we can have. Crit damage with some crit rate, but not much. Accuracy, so that's awesome, huge accuracy, but I don't know that we need the crit damage glove if we're not going to be hitting 100% crit rate without the crit rate glove. So we need to see what we can do elsewhere with crit rate for him, maybe. Crit damage. Crit rate with a little HP, high accuracy. So this is a better option than this one before because we're taking that 20-something% accuracy away from these other 4 slots and dividing it. Like we need more like 15% accuracy per slot now, which is a lot more obtainable. It's 2 max to min max to almost max rolls on a 6-star piece of gear. Way easier to achieve than something like this without any accuracy. So this is a pretty solid slot. The 2 biggest stats we need: crit rate and then high accuracy, which is the other one we're really focused on. This one again, a crit damage one. This is attack. We could do it. It also has a high accuracy, so if we could get crit rate on a lot of these other 4, then maybe we could go HP attack or something like that. But I think honestly, for the sake of getting that high crit rate, this is our best option. Let's see what else. That was the attack one. Yeah. We don't really need attack speed anyways. Oh, this was okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this crit rate with the accuracy. I like that. I like that a lot. So now we've got 2. Awesome. Which means we could put like a precision set for more accuracy if we need it, or a keen set for more crit rate if we're missing out on it, guys. But we're at 22% accuracy. We're at 85% crit rate already. And this could be maxed. Again, we get another 15, so that's 95% crit rate. We need 5% crit rate and we're done thinking about it. So let's focus on accuracy and attack. We've already got a lot of HP. We want accuracy and attack. Harlow's got low base defense. I'm not worried about it. Plus 13,000 HP is enough. We could plus 15 this too for even more for survivability. We want accuracy and attack on him now. Accuracy, attack, and crit damage. I don't think... So accuracy, attack, and crit damage. Okay, so we can do... And we want an attack percent gear here. With high accuracy and high crit damage and high attack. No, we're doing attack. High accuracy and crit damage. Okay. So accuracy, but no crit damage. And it's not attack percent. Duh. Too many things to think about, guys. It's easy to get lost, distracted, or make mistakes gearing like this just because there's so many things to think about. So we are going to look for a precision, see if we can put a precision set for more accuracy than to scoop up some extra accuracy with attack percent. Since we know we're going to be able to get adept between these other three, the necklace, the head, and the chest. So this has attack percent, has a little crit damage, but not a lot of anything else, guys. It's a very low value gear slot. Or gear piece. Do we have anything else for precision? And it's HP percent, so we don't want that. We might honestly use it. This one up here. Just because it has that attack percent and crit damage. If we can hit the other stats we want out of here. Because we don't... Because... Unless we can hit accuracy out of them. So let's see what we can do with accuracy. On adept. Running out of adept next. Okay. High HP. Awesome, but less necessary at this point in the gearing stage of Harlow. Accuracy, defense, HP. Has some accuracy and some crit damage, but they're low amounts. Not amazing. So not a whole lot to go off of on adept here. So we might want to do our second offset piece here for like precision. So let's see what we have an adept on these two first before we make any decisions here. HP. High crit damage, a lot of base HP. Again, we're less focused on HP at this point with this that HP percent gear slot here. That's more than enough for him. And we got high value out of it. So we want to focus on things with accuracy, crit damage, and attack. So just accuracy. Crit damage, attack. Not bad. Not a lot of accuracy, but not bad. Crit rate, which we don't need. We have attack and accuracy, which is good, but no crit damage, and we don't need that much crit rate. Defense, HP, accuracy, and crit rate. So that fills out our crit rate to 100%, and gives a little bit of accuracy more. We've already got the hybrid portion of like the HP percent portion of the hybrid, the tankiness out of the way. We don't need this much defense and HP. Keep saying it. So crit damage and accuracy, but no attack. But not bad. Not a horrible piece. Alright, so out of these, I think the most usable is either this one. Or it was this one. Potentially. Yeah. And I think we're going to go with this one simply because it's 6-star, more flat attack, crit damage and attack is good. We'll fill out the accuracy with the precision set, I think. I'm pretty hopeful of that. We're only 22. So if we get 20% from a precision set, that's 42, which means we need to 60-something percent, which means we need 20 per each of these pieces. That's not going to happen. So that might have been a mistake. We might actually want to go with this one, guys. I mean, I don't need 100% on it with accuracy, but I like it. So this accuracy and crit rate might actually be better. Because the attack is honestly the least important thing on him. Yeah, this will keep him hybrid. We're going to do this. We're going to burn the 50,000. We made a mistake, but those happen when you're gearing, guys, which is why it's best to do it on gear removal day, on laundry day, and not after. But because I was busy, ended up doing it now, but removed a ton of things so that I could still make changes. So let's see. We're looking for accuracy, attack, and crit damage. What is he at for crit damage? 15%? Fine. We're not too worried. We're more worried about accuracy and attack. We need none of these. Okay. None of those. None of those. Oofda. Accuracy and attack, killer. Crit rate, unnecessary. But I think we even... No, we still got the 6 there, but... So we're over the crit rate. I mean, the more crit rate we get, the less we need to spend gold on this one, though. But, so that's solid. Accuracy and attack. I do like to see that. This one... Where was it? It was down here a ways, was it? Accuracy and attack. Awesome. Okay, that's what we're going with. And which puts us, pretty much locks us in with this. Get a little more crit damage out of that. Flat attack, alright. And then precision. Accuracy and attack. Hey, whew. Sorry about hitting the mic there, guys. Attack. Don't need that crit rate. High HP, oofda. That's crit damage, okay. Don't need the crit rate at all in the slightest. Save that for something else. Crit damage and attack with a little bit of defense percent. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. But that would put us at 42 plus 20, 62% accuracy. So it would put us at just enough accuracy for PvE, guys. But it wouldn't make him amazing in PvP with a lot of 100% resistance champs. The cool thing is I don't use my Harlow in PvP that much, but I would like to in the future, which is why I want that high accuracy cap on him. I want a max accuracy because I'm planning to use him in the future. So let's see what else we have. Just that was wherever it was a pretty, yeah, this is a pretty solid option for him, but I want to see what else we have. Crit damage. Accuracy. 70-something% accuracy, but do we have anything with more than 12% accuracy? That's honestly what we're looking for right now. 15% accuracy and a lot of attack. Again, overflow on the crit rate, guys, which sucks to use. But if we're going to use them, this is like the smallest amount of overflow, like a 4% crit rate. You're not going to use those as often because you're going for the higher crit rate. So these are the ones to overuse on. That's okay. So that's plus 15% accuracy. So that's cool. And a lot of attack, which is nice. What else do we have? Defense, a little bit okay, yeah. I think that's it. That's it, guys. In comparison to the 12% accuracy with crit damage defense. Yeah. Equip. There we go. There's our Harlow, guys. Adept Precise. HP, crit rate, attack. Once we max these two, the HP and the attack percent, and then the crit rate percent, we'll have 100% crit rate, 77% actually. Not bad, guys. I would love more, but not bad. We keep looking for improvements in the future. 1% off max crit rate right now. So, if we can find something with, I mean, we don't need to spend any gold on this. This guy's set. He's fine at plus 12. It's not like perfect and ideal and as efficient, but it's pretty solid. So we're going to have some decent damage with the attack and the crit damage. The max crit rate, awesome. And then the high accuracy. Overall, plus 20,000 HP. We haven't even plus 15 this one yet. Guys, he's solid. He's an awesome bruiser right now. He's in a good state. He'll be good for our speed teams. Did we ungear her? No, we kept her geared. Okay. On rapid, which I ideally wanted to move her over to zip, but okay. Oh well, we'll do that another time. What else do we not have geared? Blueberry and lemon drop, guys. We already did one brutal attacker, we did an adept attacker, we did an adept tank, and an adept bruiser. Adept tank, adept bruiser. That was... Yeah, adept tank. Yep, yeah. We'll do Castelia another time because we don't use her that often anymore. Manus we could do. Ooh. For Blitz. Yeah, let's do Manus for Blitz. Even though I do want to kind of do him last, you guys. Let's see what I have left over. Because I just need, like, attack HP on him or something like that is totally fine. Doesn't need crit damage. He needs attack, HP, and accuracy is all he needs. It's all I care about on him. We can even put defense on him if it has attack and accuracy. I don't want to put too much 6-star gear on him, honestly, because I don't care that much about him, guys. He's used for blitz now, and that's it. As long as he can survive, he's good. He's at 6-star. He's fine. Attack and accuracy and HP. That's it. HP. This is a decent max HP damage dealer. Like Greater Demon, for example, would do awesome with this. Crit rate, we don't need a ton of crit rate. Like, high crit rate, don't need to spend that on him. Crit damage, crit rate, you don't need him on Manus. High attack, some accuracy, it's a defense percent. What's his max defense? Yeah, low max defense. Doesn't do much for him at all. What is this? I have no idea where I was at. Probably higher up, right? Yeah. Actually, this would be ideal for him. Accuracy and HP on an attack percent? Yeah, that's perfect for Amonis. So we have an offset piece. Cool. I mean, we know we probably don't have... We know we don't have adept pieces here. We've looked at these so many times, you guys. We have crit rate and crit damage. Unless we want to do another attack. But, I mean, which we could. We could do attack HP on him. High accuracy, some defense. We're not going to use that many other places, you guys, honestly. The attack percent gloves are used very little places. Manus and Munchkins, in my opinion. I could be missing something out on some things right now, but I think those are the best opportunities to use them, where you're not using crit rate and crit damage. So let's go for it. Let's just slap it on there. We've already got 28% accuracy out of the 60% we need is all we need. 60% accuracy, and then just high attack and high HP. That's all we care about on Manus today. Very basic, just to get us through Blitz. We don't need anything amazing on them. So let's see what else we got. A lot of... and more attack, which honestly we probably need HP at this point, guys. We probably need HP at this point. It's a broken, but it's crit rate. I mean... roll the accuracy. We don't have anything to roll right now. We're not rolling anything right now. HP with high attack. Perfect. It's another broken set. We'll get it out of the way. Broken. We're not going to use a lot of attack on a vital HP percent bracer, you guys. Anywhere other than Manus. So perfect. And we know we can hit accuracy. What do we need? 32% accuracy. These three, so we need Adept. I know we're running out of Adept here, which is unfortunate. We need to start farming Steel Widow 11 bad. So what do we have here? High HP on Adept. I think that was the first Adept piece we had that showed up. No, we had this one. Attack speed, crit rate, accuracy, that's an attacker. That's like a Sig Run piece of gear, though. Yeah. Holy cow, yeah, running out of Adept. So this might be the best option for Amonis. Or this, yep. One of these things, we were running out of Adept, I felt like. Maybe it was Adept Bruiser for Harlow. Maybe that's what it was. Accuracy, defense, HP. Awesome. That's golden. This one, defense, HP. That was good. This was good. I'll go with the accuracy, I think. And a little of the defense doesn't hurt anyone. But we don't need that 26% HP. That's going to be such a good piece for someone that that's a really good quality value piece of gear. We can save that for someone that needs it. Manus doesn't need it by any means. HP, accuracy. Who cares about move speed or crit damage? Like, this is not an overall great piece of gear, but it's got 2 of the 4 things we need. It has a useless move speed stat, which we're not going to put on anyone we really care about. And like I've repeated honestly already right now, we honestly don't care that much about Manus on my account, because I'm only going to use him for blitz, and he'll get the job done as long as he has enough accuracy to land his debuffs, and he can survive. If he's not surviving, I personally can throw in a Water Archangel and help him survive, so I'm not too overly worried. Which is why the main reason why I'm not overly worried, right guys? Just because I can protect him, I know I can. So we're sitting at 41% accuracy. Maybe I didn't think that one through entirely. Where is it? We might get some accuracy on that roll there. That would be nice. But yeah, we definitely need a high accuracy roll here. We're at 41. Moved to 19% accuracy, guys. Let's see what we can do. I feel like we had something lying around. I mean, I could be wrong, but I thought we did. The high HP rolling around. Okay. Yikes. Nothing with enough accuracy. Well, we botched this one, guys. We moved too quick because we didn't care enough. Mistakes were made, but that's all right. Let's see what else we have with higher accuracy in here. As opposed to 7. Honestly, he doesn't even need Adept. I don't know why I'm putting him on Adept. Whatever. What do we have with more accuracy? 16% accuracy. Crit rate and attack. It's a pretty good attacker gear slot. I don't want to waste that on Manus. But I want the accuracy. I do want the accuracy. I'm willing to pay 15,000 gold to change it. Because the accuracy is critical, guys. We do have to have that. We'll survive the 10% crit rate. Okay. We need 10% accuracy. Is there anything with accuracy at all? Or was there just no accuracy, you guys? I feel like there was no accuracy. There was no accuracy, cool. In which case, this is the best option. So we are at 50% accuracy. I mean, this could get 8%, but 6%. Let's see if we can find a 16% accuracy. Okay. This is what happens when you move a little too fast. You end up spending more gold than you want. And again, why you should do it on laundry day, unlike myself. But if you don't have any time to do it on laundry day, this is the next best alternative. Yeah, nothing. We'll give it one more once over. There's our first adept. 8% accuracy instead of 6. The 2% is not worth the 15,000 gold. And then no accuracy. Alright, so Manus is going to sit at that hot 50% accuracy. We'll see if it works or not tonight in Blitz, guys. We're at an hour and 13 minutes. Holy cow. So, we'll go ahead and maybe on stream later or off stream, we'll finish gearing up the rest of the things, which would include Blueberry, one missing rune there, or gear piece, Light Archangel, Lemon Drop, Sig Run, Zip, which I'm not even sure I'm ready to gear. These things we don't care about. Yeah, but anyways, guys, that's how Simply Breezy gears his units. He tries to min-max, how he establishes what he's looking for, how he goes through. I'll go through all those things and gear my champions. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you guys on stream or checking out the video. Let me know what you want to see for other ideas. I'm trying my best to get more of it, more content out for you, everybody. Thank you again so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.